You're listening to Your Purpose and Business podcast, where we connect you to possibilities. I'm your host, Raquel Walters, a two-time best-selling author, millennial speaker, corporate trainer, advocate, and clinical social worker at heart. Your Purpose and Business podcast will connect you with everyday successful people who will share their impactful stories, insights, challenges, failures, and triumphs on how they're navigating the working world, whether by climbing the 9-to-5 corporate ladder or starting, growing, and scaling their business. So grab your pen and notebook because you'll want to implement the nuggets and tools, strategies shared in every episode. Class is in session. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Your Purpose and Business podcast. I'm your host, Raquel Walters, and I'm here today with Octavia Conner. Octavia, after spending 10 years in corporate America, helping to build multi-million-dollar businesses as the go-to numbers girl, Octavia decided to ditch the 9-to-5 in 2011 and build her dream business instead. With a laptop, a busted printer, nominal savings, but full of passion, Octavia embarked on a journey of providing businesses with advanced financial management support, strategies, and solutions. Her passion led to the birth of Say Yes to Profits, a virtual CFO firm that helps businesses have more money, more profits, and pay less taxes. Typically, her clients grow between 30% and 350% within 12 months and save over 60% in business taxes. Selected as a top 50 accountant in North America and an award-winning best-selling author and professional speaker, Octavia combines over 14 years of business and finances experience. Her mission is to eradicate small business failure in North America and help businesses earn their first or next $1 million sooner than they think. All right. So, Octavia, oh my gosh, it is an honor and a privilege to have you on the Your Purpose and Business podcast. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm super excited to be here today. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're very welcome, Octavia. And let's just dive in a little bit, sort of like a icebreaker. Your bio is so beautiful, and I love your mission of helping so many more persons. But tell us something about yourself that is not included in the bio.
Well, I often joke that I have the starting five of a basketball team because I have four kids and a bonus daughter. So I don't
Awesome,
think that's in my
awesome.
bio.
That is amazing. And so I know that you have a family. You just shared with us. Thank you. You're working your business full time. You're helping so many clients. I mean, tell us what purpose do you think you have in this world? And I know this is a big question, but are you living your purpose, Octavia?
I believe I am living my purpose. First, I believe that my purpose is multifaceted, life and business and some other things. But as far as business, yes, I absolutely feel like I'm living my purpose only because of the journey that I went through in my business and how I can look back on that journey, as they say, hindsight, I think it's 2020. So I can look back on it and see why I went through the things that I went through. And it only has helped me relate to other businesses when they're going through that, and has helped me give them not only the strategy but the emotional side to how to have more money, more profits, and of course pay less taxes in their business. So yes, I think I am living my purpose.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And when it comes on to taxes as business owners, I mean, we're all looking for different ways in which we can save, but also pay Uncle Sam, because we all know that Uncle Sam, the IRS, will definitely come after us. But tell me, take us on a summarized journey. Prior to you leaving your 9-to-5 and branching out full time into starting your business, I mean, what was that like for you working? If you could take us back a little bit, working in your 9-to-5 job, if you wanted to tell us a little bit more your background there, and what really led you to take that leap into transitioning into becoming your own boss, your own CEO.
Well, I had been in corporate America for several years and I had climbed the corporate ladder. And unfortunately, every single day felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again, no change, nothing exciting. And it actually got to the point where I would literally walk in the office every morning looking at my watch, hoping, praying, and wishing 5 o'clock would come because I didn't want to be there. And I was the accounting manager, and I had a real, as I call it, sister girl attitude because I didn't want to be there. And I knew, if something didn't change, they were probably after a while going to get rid of me. So I started praying, seeking guidance, and around that time, my sister, who owns her very own daycare center here in Atlanta, was expanding to another location. And she needed someone to help with the accounting and the taxes and the bookkeeping. And she asked me to help her part time. So I was working at corporate and I was helping her. And that's when I was bit by the entrepreneur bug, as they say, and I started networking and finding more clients. And I would give her strategies and we would see the results. And it was mind blowing. And I was like, well, if I can do this for her, I know I can do this for other businesses because it's nothing like working for your family.
Right.
So after a while, I just said, I continued to pray. I got my answer. The answer was yes, and I took a leap of faith and jumped out there.
That's amazing, and it just goes to show that your sister starting her business and needing your help, it validated your need in the marketplace, so to speak, right? Because you were able to help her with her accounting, her taxes. Those are the things that you were doing in corporate America in your 9 to 5 that became boring for you, but you were able to use that knowledge that you already have, the expertise that you already have, and be able to branch out. So that is amazing. I mean, a lot of times, as millennials, it doesn't matter if you're a millennial or not, but someone working a 9 to 5, wanting to create, whether it is a side income or wanting to eventually one day transition over into working for themselves, they're thinking that they need to reinvent the wheel, but you didn't
Mhm.
do so, Octavia. You use the knowledge that you already have, the skill sets that you already have, right?
Right, exactly. The difference was, like I said, in corporate, it was the same thing every day. With a small business owner, we go through a lot. So it's not the same thing. And then when you're working with different business owners, you're experiencing different things. And even though I was bored in corporate America, I still loved accounting and bookkeeping and, believe it or not, taxes. I still love those things. So to realize that, well, a company on a smaller scale that I can be more personable with needs my help and they're actually benefiting from it, yeah, that was amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So it just goes to show that a lot of persons think that their purpose, so to speak, in the context of a job or career, that it needs to change if they're getting bored or just feeling unfulfilled or unappreciated or whatever the feeling is that they're currently having on their job in the 9 to 5, that they need to go out there and find something else to do, which wasn't the case for you. So I'm happy to hear that you were able to transition those skills into working, on a larger level, providing more value to the different business owners that you were working with. So, so Octavia, tell us about, in that transition, because a lot of times, persons, look at business owners such as yourself, or, social media is huge right now. And they're thinking, oh my God, I would love to do something like that for myself, to create a business for myself. But I have these fears and doubts. What if it fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if I don't generate income from it? I mean, with your process and your journey and your experiences, how was that process of transitioning, once you finally decided that now is the time to leave my job and branch out fully? What did that look like for you, if you don't mind sharing with the audience?
Yeah, of course. I don't mind sharing it all. So I call that period my broke, busted, and disgusted breakthrough period. Because when I first jumped out into the world of entrepreneurship, I left a company where I was making close to six figures. And, I was bit by the entrepreneur bug and really start to enjoy entrepreneurship. So I figured, oh, in no time, I'll be at six figures again. But the mistakes that I made is that I didn't really plan. I just received my yes and I jumped out there. So I went from earning six figures, close to six figures in corporate America, to a negative $152 in my bank account.
Mhm.
And of course, to anyone that's like, how did I get here? I received a yes. What happened? So I call it broke, busted, and disgusted and breakthrough because my journey didn't stop there. I actually experienced eventually a multi six figure breakthrough in my business, but there were several things that I had to do in order to get out of that broke, busted, and disgusted period.
Period. Right, right. And thank you for sharing that with us. I mean, if you don't mind telling us a little bit of some of the challenges if you face one or two, because I believe that, aspiring entrepreneurs, they need to know that, it's not all glamorous when it comes on to, chasing after your dream. I mean, starting your business, right? And running it and it being profitable. So if you don't mind just sharing one or two challenges and lessons that you've learned throughout that process, throughout that time.
Sure. One of the challenges was my mindset. I didn't really have the money mindset, the confidence needed in order to build the business of my dreams. So I had to overcome my money challenges, my money blocks, and then I had to build confidence in myself to be able to go out and find new clients and present myself as the authority in order for them to say, yes, I want to work with you. So that was the first thing. The second thing was that even though I was an accountant and I had all these years of experience and I was managing the books for some pretty large companies, I wasn't managing my own books. So oftentimes I spent the money before it hit the bank account. I wasn't planning for taxes. I didn't have enough money to market. I was really just not managing my money correctly. I hadn't reconciled my books or anything like that. I had to then overcome that as well. Once I was able to overcome both of those challenges and put processes and procedures in place, then my company started to take off.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. I mean, that's two important things. I mean, mindset is everything. And from time to time, I mean, our brains will tell us, our minds will tell us that, this is not going to work out. We're not good enough. There's failures that you think that you can't rise up, beyond or above. And it is good that you also learned that you needed to set up processes and systems in place. Because oftentimes, Octavia, think about it if you can remember back on your job. I mean, I'm pretty sure you excelled at your duties. I mean, you were managing multi-million-dollar portfolios for your clients, but at the same time, sometimes in our lives we neglect that we need to do the same thing if it applies to our daily life, which was managing your books with regards to your business, right? And
Exactly.
ensuring that you're setting up yourself, building the proper foundation so that you can help your business to grow by investing properly, but also obviously have to be monitoring that budget that you have, right? Because
Exactly.
as we know, I mean, leaving the 9 to 5, which for a lot of people it's comfortable, it's quote unquote that paycheck that's coming in every 2 weeks or monthly, but branching out into entrepreneurship land, if I should use that word, it's a little bit different because now as a small business owner, you're the marketer, you're the accountant, you are the bookkeeper, you are the assistant, you are
Mhm.
everything for that business until you can hire out help to help you to grow it. So I think that it's important when it comes on to your purpose and business, is that persons recognize that it's a lot of work that's involved, not that it cannot be done, but you really need to be clear on what you're getting into and setting up yourself the right way. And even for Octavia, audience, Octavia is an important asset when it comes on to starting out your business. No matter how small you think your business is, at the end of the day, money is important in
Yes.
order to operate that business and to grow it and to sustain it over time, because a business without making money is simply just an hobby, right?
Yes.
So you're so much valued in the marketplace, and that is why your clients love you. And so, Octavia, tell us about your business. Share with us the name of your company and how it is that you help your everyday small business owners.
So the name of my business is Say Yes to Profits, and we are a virtual CFO firm. We serve businesses all over North America. Our goal is to help consultants and service-based entrepreneurs have more money, more profits, and pay less taxes. Now, we're not like your traditional accountants. We don't just enter numbers in an accounting system and give you a piece of paper and then send you on your way and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. Our difference is that we educate our clients. We meet with them consistently. We plan their like if a client comes and says to me they want to earn $1 million, I'm going to map out that plan, and then we're going to hold them accountable and tie the numbers to that plan so that they get to their goal faster, smarter, and consistently. And that's pretty much it. We do everything accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, taxes. But again, like I said, we combine all of that with financial consulting.
I mean, I love it because I'm here looking at your stats, and you were able to help your clients grow from 30 to 350% within a year of working with you, in addition to saving 60% in business taxes. That is more than half. That is huge.
Yes.
And so speak to that if you may, because I think that that's important and it should be highlighted. um, um let's go, like, speak to that, because I think that it's very much needed. People need to know how it is that you can help them in their business and save on taxes.
So basically, what we do is look at the foundation of the company.
Mhm.
One of the things that I've noticed over the years that hinders business owners from either earning the first million or the next million is their service model. A lot of times, business owners feel like they have to have 12 different services, 90 different products just to make $1 million, and that's not true. So, the first thing that we do is really either modify or build their service model so that they work less, charge more, and scale faster. And then once we get them on that journey, we take a look at their finances and we're literally saying, this is what you should charge. This is what you should pay for. And when we align the payment, like if they have tax deductions, we're looking at what tax deductions is going to yield the highest return, right? What tax deduction is going to help them keep the most money in their business so they know how to strategically spend their money. We also put them on something that I call a profit plan, where they're able to, in a very simple way, save more money in their business. And our goal for all of our clients is to get them to the point where they have 4 to 6 months of cash reserve saved at all times. So we put them on that plan that enables them to get there. And then with all of that, we're holding them accountable. So literally, we call and we talk to them consistently about their money habits, what they're doing, what they're not doing. It's funny because I had a client tell me, she said, Octavia, I was out and I was about to spend some money, and I heard your voice in the back of my head saying, that's not going to benefit
Right.
your business. And she didn't do it. So we do all of that, and then we're looking at their taxes consistently because I feel like I don't have an Uncle Sam. I don't want you to have an Uncle Sam. So let's figure out how
Right.
to beat the IRS at their own game. And
Right.
yeah, that's
Absolutely.
it.
That's amazing, because as you were talking, I was thinking about I haven't come across, and I've been in business over 5 years, and I've worked with some of the top mentors in the industry, but I haven't come across a business model such as yours, say yes to profits, because a lot of times, I mean, persons will probably look to you as just the consultant, right? Just the numbers lady, but your business is more than that. As you spoke on it, it's holistic. Like, what are your profit margins, making sure that
Yes.
you're filing taxes on time based on your business, whether you're LLC, quarterly tax, whatever. I
Hmm.
mean, you're looking at the whole picture, and the fact that you were saying that your client actually, going out to spend some money, actually heard your voice to say no, 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 probably, like, really think about the spending
Hmm.
before you spend. It just speaks to the value that you serve when it comes on to managing money and properly budgeting out, and also making sure that you're reserving that profit and putting aside for taxes as well, and ultimately um helping these business owners to save and to also lower their taxes as well. So I just want to say kudos, congratulations, continue to do the work that you are doing, because I think that it is much needed in the marketplace. And to be honest with you, I love say yes to profits. I mean, it's like,
Thank you.
yes, more money, more money. I mean, obviously,
Exactly.
but yes, more money helping more people along the way. So that's awesome. So Octavia, if you could share with us any advice or recommendations or steps that persons can focus on when it is that they're trying to achieve their entrepreneurial goals, or if they're already in business, what are some of the recommendations that you would tell them in order to sustain?
Well, one of the first things I would recommend is to create a plan, but not just any plan. I do something with myself and my clients. I call it goal casting, where basically I look where I want to be, and then I reverse engineer it. So if I want to be, I don't know, if a business owner wants to be at $2 million, um, look at that business at the $2 million phase, or place, and then think about, well, if I'm earning $2 million today, who will I have on my team? What will my processes be? And what will I do every single day? Right. And of course, you're not there yet, but you know your team, you know your processes, you know what your prices need to be to reach that 2 million. So now you start to work towards that every day. So the first step I
Mhm.
would say is plan, but strategically plan. Also take massive, major actions. A lot of times business owners will create a plan and then it'll just sit on their computer and they never look at it again, and then they wonder a year later why are they in the same position as before. So you want to take actions, you want to remain consistent. And then one of the biggest things is to track your progress. Numbers do not lie. I say that all the time. If you're looking at your progress, your numbers are going to tell you if you've been consistent, if you are hitting your marks, if you're off your marks. Like, look at your progress along the way and then capitalize off of the things that you've done well. Learn from your mistakes and improve those. And before you know it, you'll be there. Wherever the there is, you'll be there. And that's it.
Awesome. That's amazing advice, Octavia. So tell us a little bit more. Do you have any specials coming up, or how can persons connect with you to work with Say Yes to Profits?
Well, you can find me in on all social media platforms at Say Yes to Profits. I am also on Instagram at Octavia Conner underscore. We do monthly virtual lunch and learns where each month we come on for about 45 minutes and go over topics and strategies on how to help businesses have more money, more profits, and pay less taxes. And then also, if you go to my website at sayyesToProfits.com and click on the resources tab, you'll find several free, we call them more money tools that will help you have more money, basically help you say yes to profits.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone, you want to go over to sayyes2profits.com, especially if you're just starting out, or an aspiring business owner. Definitely those money tools will help you to, develop a plan and a framework in how it is that you can manage your money or monitor your money, right? When you are starting out, and of course, definitely you would want to hire Octavia to help you with your numbers in your business, because that's super important. I cannot stress it enough. So Octavia, on a personal level, I mean, there's so much going on in the world right now, and you're juggling family and work, and all these things in between. Is there any sort of routine or rituals that you use on a day-to-day basis, just to keep you grounded and level-headed?
Yes. For one, on Saturdays, I do no work. I shut down everything because I don't want to, of course, experience burnout, or you just need some time away. So I absolutely do no work on Saturdays. Before COVID, every month, at least once a month, I would go for a full day at the spa. I can't wait to start that over
Yes,
again
yes.
because that was amazing. And then just reading books, and sometimes even if it's not a Saturday, you just cut your computer off, cut everything off, and you woosah and let it all go, and know that the next day is a day to try again.
Mhm. Awesome. I love it. I mean, I love spa days too. But I love the fact that you said every Saturday, so you have a day that is dedicated to rest or to just do whatever it is that you want to do on that day. So I definitely love that. Is there anything else that you would want to add to what you just said, or overall speak to your business, and how it is that you could just leave inspiration or advice to the audience overall?
Yes, I just want to tell everyone to be encouraged.
Mhm.
Of course, it can be hard, it can be challenging, and sometimes, honestly, you have to clap for yourself
Mhm.
because a lot of people are not going to clap for you. There have been several times where I do weekly YouTube videos. I had 1, 2, 5, 10 views, but it's okay
Mhm.
because you want to keep going. You want to know what your plan is, know what your purpose, and know that your time is coming. And I often say, and I wrote about this in my book, put blinders on. Don't be fooled by social media and the glitz and the glamour that you see, because a lot of times business owners are not telling you the behind the scenes truth. So know that just because it looks great, it may not be great, or it may be great, but they may be on step 50 and you're on step 30. So don't judge yourself, don't compare yourself, and just keep going and don't give up. And I want to make sure I say celebrate your wins.
Yes.
Celebrate your wins. That's very important. No matter how big or small, celebrate your wins. Put your wins up around you. Like, I wish I could show my office right now. I have my clients' pictures and testimonies and things that I've done all around me so that when I'm down, I can look and say, you know what? I got this. This is just
Right.
one day, 1 hour. I can keep going.
I love it. And it also serves as a reminder that, you are needed, and you have people out there, waiting for you to support them in their businesses and in life as well. So thank you so much for that, Octavia. It's been a pleasure to interview you on here. Her website and Instagram links will be in the show notes. And remember, guys, as always, be good to yourself, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you've loved this episode, let's stay in touch. Head over to raquelwalters.com and subscribe to my email list so that I can send you updates on new episodes, exclusive motivational nuggets, and insider knowledge that's only shared when you join our community. Please don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and leave a review, as I want to know your thoughts about every episode. Follow me on Instagram at Your Purpose and Business Podcast. And remember, your life is beautiful, and this is a part of your journey. So embrace it. Speak to you soon.